All right, so you have 5 minutes.
All right.
What are you going to do to prepare?
First thing is I panic.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Panic.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, this is Levi from SSW, and today we have Luke Cook with us. Say hi, Luke.
Hi, Luke. All right, what are we here for today, Levi?
Today we're talking about initial meetings.
Yep.
What are they?
So an initial meeting is the very first conversation that we as consultants have with a client. It's basically where they come to us and say, I want to build a thing, or I have a problem that I want to solve, and they want to talk to us about that.
Yeah, perfect. And look, for SSW, we usually do it with an account manager and a developer, so we can work well as a team.
We keep each other reined in. Yeah.
Exactly. And making sure that they're not promising anything they can't deliver.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, Luke, what do you do to prepare for an initial meeting?
So obviously I'll read the inquiry.
Yep.
What is the thing that they're trying to build? What is the problem they're trying to solve? That can only get you so far. The rest of my time is I try and learn more about that client or about that company. So I want to know, what is it they do? Where are they based? What sort of industry are they in? A lot of background information that just kind of helps you put the pieces together when you're having that call.
Okay, good to know. All right. And how long does this usually take you?
I would like sort of half an hour normally.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I see you half an hour and I raise you 5 minutes because I actually have an initial meeting in 5 minutes that I didn't tell you about.
Yep, okay. Sure.
Account managers,
Yeah.
can't live without us.
Yes.
All right, so you have 5 minutes.
All right.
What are you going to do to prepare?
First thing is I panic.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Panic.
Yep. Next thing is I will yell at you a lot for
Naturally.
for only giving me what now? 4 minutes?
4 minutes now.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'll try and do all of those things that I just said takes me 30 minutes. And I'll try and do the best one coat job I can in 3 minutes.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we actually have a rule on preparing for initial meetings. And let's have a quick look at it. And there might be something in there that might be able to help you in these 3 minutes you have left.
Okay.
So meetings, are you prepared for an initial meeting? So it has some great advice for developers and account managers to prepare, such as making sure that developers are familiar with the relevant technologies,
Reviewing docs.
exactly reviewing any docs or inquiries that they've sent through. You'll also notice there, the second last point, use ChatGPT or a similar AI service. So what we're going to be talking about briefly today is a new GPT that I've built to help account managers and developers prepare for an initial meeting.
Cool.
So let's have a quick demo.
All right.
Broken up into two sections,
Yep.
the pre-meeting preparation and the post-meeting template. So what we're going to do, we're going to click the SSW developer button. We're going to see what it's going to ask us.
Okay.
All right. So provide a screenshot of the client's inquiry or paste it in. Or if you don't have one, share the company name and website URL. So it's asked now for the inquiry.
Right.
Okay.
So who's the company? What's their website? It's pretty much the first two questions I would ask.
Yes, correct. So we're going to paste this inquiry.
Yeah.
Paste it in there. So based on this information, it's going to give you some general questions that you can use to go into the meeting. So
Cool.
Now, obviously, you have been doing a lot of initial meetings. You know what you kind of need to ask to get a meeting going.
Yeah.
But for someone that hasn't done many meetings or someone that has just started out their career, this is a great way for them to understand what kind of direction the meeting needs to go in.
Yeah. If like we've got a lot of devs that we bring on who are excellent coders, but maybe haven't done much of the consulting side of the business. So I can see that something like this is kind of a helping hand to being like, you're not just a developer anymore, you're a consultant. This is sort of pushing them into the consultant mindset.
Exactly, that's right, yeah.
So really good training wheels until it
exactly.
becomes second nature.
Exactly, that's right. So now we've had the meeting. You've taken some notes, I've taken some notes. It's a long template, it takes time. And with your scraggly notes, it can somewhere take between 20 minutes and 4 hours to even decipher the guy, the guy's notes, to be able to formulate that email. Yeah. So it can take time. What I've done is I've built a post tool to help us.
Okay.
So let's have a look at that. This is for you, account managers.
To help you read terrible notes from the developers.
Exactly. So we see here our button, we're going to click that. All right, now it's going to ask you off the bat, How many days will the specification be?
Yeah, so just for those who aren't familiar with this, I guess one of the outcomes from that initial meeting is once they've told us the big grand plan of what they're trying to do, what we would consider like the 50,000 foot flyover, we need to figure out how long it would take for us to actually scope that, build the backlog, and actually give them a plan on how they can achieve what it is that they want to achieve. And that's what we call a spec review. So obviously that takes some time, and it can be a different amount of time based on obviously the size and the goals.
Yeah, perfect explanation. It's usually between 1 and 5 days. And honestly, around 90% of our inquiries lead to a specification review. We rarely do anything for any client without doing one first. So look, we'll go the average, we'll go 3.
So 3 days.
3 days.
To actually properly spec out what it is that they want to build and give them a backlog.
Now it's asked us for the meeting notes or the Teams transcript. So if you're in a meeting and you're able to record the meeting, throw the transcript in there and it will give you the template in that form. So this is a combination of your notes and my notes. And what it's done is it will make sure that obviously we've written down the same things or similar things. We'll make sure that there's no duplication and make it more professional and put it in the format that we like to use. So we'll paste in here and we'll click send. Does that look familiar?
Hey, so it's building the email now.
Exactly,
and it's actually building it using the SSW format.
Yeah, you'll receive the same email. So basically that template is baked into the back end of this GPT.
And so you've just turned that sort of 2-hour deciphering my notes into a 20-second GPT does it for me exercise.
Now I only have to wait for you to test pass my email, which could take another 4 hours, and then we should be good.
If you're lucky.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for your time today.
Awesome. Thanks, Levi. I really like it.
Awesome. This is Levi from SSW.
And this is Luke. We'll see you next time.
Today we're going to be talking initial meetings.
Cool. Love them.
Awesome, that's good to hear. Well, maybe if you love them. It also has a suggestion. So Luke, we actually have a rule, an SSW rule.
No.
Yes.
Wow.
We have a rule. Developers estimate how long damn. I'll get it. This is Levi from SSW.
And this is Luke. We'll see you next time.
Yes, that was that one. Yeah.